Yeah. So what you are saying is true. It's all about experience. I think the young politicians they come with so much energy, but they don't have a way of controlling that energy, and sometimes they will make a wrong move. And this is a typical example of it. I mean, he was in his car. He could have even said that, I will stay in the car, give the money to an aide. So the aide will rather hand the money to you, not him doing it directly. After talking to you, or I will bet you, I catch you say, oh, my aide will look for you and do whatever is necessary. In fact, I've taken money from some politicians before because they came to our place. We did something for them and they wanted to appreciate that. You do kanima or shekanimuna or amawacho or now they don't let you, well, like they don't do it openly like that. So for me, it's inexperience, and I think he should learn from it, because when we do it publicly like that, obviously there will be consequences. And then again, I saw another video, and that guy too, he was saying that he will also push for them to sack Sammy Gyamfi. And again, if they don't do anything about what is happening now, he will campaign against NDC. So obviously, there are some people who are not happy with what is happening, and Sammy Gyamfi is in trouble, even in that direction. And again, there's people that we all know in politics, even within the NDC folks. There are people who are eyeing his position. So when something like this happens, why not? They will use it against you. So I'm sure that now there will be people, even internal people, who will encourage some foot soldiers or NDC supporters to power pressure on John Mahama to even sack Sammy Gyamfi, so that they will also get chance to occupy that position that Sammy Gyamfi is enjoying now.
Now, he has apologized. And in his apology, he talked about the fact that, oh, this is something that he's been doing. He's been helping people who are needy. In fact, that is what is even making some people angry, like people who are needy. You put Agradaa in the bracket of helping someone who is needy. According to Sammy Gyamfi's apology, this is someone who is needy that he was helping him.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally we are back, and the week has started with more energy. I told you man needed to rest after running around here and there. But when work demands, when work calls, we have to deliver. Now, I believe for those who are paying critical attention to Sammy Flex TV's page on YouTube and what we do, you guys have seen, or you guys might have seen, the introduction of a conversation that is not only based on show business, entertainment, arts and culture, but the fact that we are also trying to delve into other areas like policies, politics, governance, democracy, world politics, African politics, and more. Finally, I told you we are going to get a name for it, and we have a name for it. The name is Pop and Politics. Pop and Politics. And pop is coming out of the word pop culture, as in pop culture, where the arts, entertainment, music thing, and the fact that we are also doing politics. Now, remember, pop and politics can have everybody. It can have politicians. It can have showbiz people. It can have sports people. It can have ordinary people on the streets talking about politics and policies and governance and more. So when I say this show is called PMP, I'm not talking about the other PMP. I'm talking about pop and politics, aka PMP. Anyways, my special person for this show, and that is my sidekick, is Intim Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo. And today he is from his office far away in the central region. So I'm connecting him from Sammy Flex TV. Chemo, how is life, though? How is life?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we are not doing bad. Now today is Monday, so after going through the hassle last week, we are starting a new week, and so far so good. I think it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Well, what do you think about our name for this segment on Sammy Flex TV? That is Pop and Politics PMP.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, it sounds so nice, and it will also give people a nostalgic moment about PMP. But that PMP was, I think it was people and places.
Yes, people and places, yeah.
Yeah, people and places. But our own is the popular and then the politics, the pop and politics. I think it sounds nice, and people relate to it because they know PMP already. So this is a good one. Yeah.
Guys, so you are welcome to join Pop and Politics, that is PMP, right here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'll be doing this with my sidekick in Team Dodi Solomon, aka HMO. Now, we are not going to spend so much, but one thing is hot within the political arena. Something is really hot within the political arena, and it is about Sammy Gyamfi, who, after visiting Agrada's church, decided to give her some dollars captured on camera, and it has become a big political issue in Ghana. Remember, I think in our last sitting or last two sittings on the PMP show, at that time we had no name for it, on the Pop and Politics, we discussed about Mahama launching some code of conduct for appointees. I think Mahama knew what was coming. Reason he launched this. I'm sure this will fall in one of the code of conduct that Mahama introduced to his people. But I want to ask Chemo so far what he has heard and what he knows about this Sammy Gyamfi and $10,000 to Agradaa and matters arising. Chemo, so far what have you heard?
Yeah, a lot is happening here, and again, information coming left, right, center. But according to Agradaa, the money was $800. That is 10,500 Ghana cedis. That the equivalent. So it is not the $10,000, $2,000, like a whole lot. People are giving whatever amount that they think that it will make sense. But according to Agradaa, in her church, she said that the money is $800.
Oh, but have you seen a video of her counting the notes?
Yeah. She just showed the notes, like she was just waving it into the camera.
No, there is a video. There is another video that she was counting the notes. She was counting the notes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've not seen that one.
Oh, I'm going to get that one for you. There is a video that she was actually counting the notes, and she counted like 100 notes. So if it was, yes. So if it was 100, yeah. So if it was $100 notes and she counted 100 notes, then that is why people are saying it was 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Thousand, yeah. It was, yeah. Some people are saying it's $1,000, but according to Agradaa herself, in her church, I mean, you can lie at any place, but church of all places.
Oh. Chemo, so you think people are not lying in the church? You think people are not telling lies in the church? Chemo, pa. You Tnahoy. But then what do you make of it? Whether it is $1,000, $10,000, $8,000, whatever.
Well, you see, the issue here is we have so many things happening. The political angle, the sentiment of some people not being happy about what is happening, and again the John Mahama code of conduct for office public holders. I mean, if you combine all the things happening, then there is a problem here. And the problem is you are not making it look good for President Mahama, what he intends to do, or the things that he is trying to tell the public. You see, I told you in our last segment about the code of conduct that we don't really need it. And if anything at all, you can just send it to the office holders to just go through and guide, and they should be guided by that. But in this case, Mahama wanted the optics. He wanted it to look good in the face of the public. I mean, the public should know that he is doing more. So if something happens, like what we are experiencing now, or what we are seeing now, obviously people will reference the code of conduct. And that's what is happening. But interestingly, the code of conduct is silence on the public holder giving. It is rather public holder receiving, the public office holder receiving gifts. But you don't really get anything about public service holder giving a gift. So I don't know how they are going to position this one, because there's nothing like that in it. I mean, I've gone through to some extent, not entirely, but so far, based on my knowledge, I have not seen the code of conduct giving emphasis or saying anything about public office holder giving a gift to anybody or something like that. I've not seen that one.
Now, beyond the code of conduct and ethics of these appointees, let's talk about politicians and how sometimes the pressure on them to give, and again, how sometimes giving excessively also means you are using illegal means to make money. Because people think that, hey, if you are really struggling and sweating to make money, you don't give out money easily. You only give out money easily when the money comes. Like the other day you were saying, some people, when they don't struggle to make money, even when they make the money, they don't use it wisely. Now Sammy Gyamfi has been caught in this web that, hey, so and I don't know what you make of that thought from people as well.
Yeah, they have a very good points here, and you see a lot of people are talking about it. I've even seen our own musician Chris Wado also criticizing Sammy Gyamfi and calling this unprofessional and insensitive. And can you blame him for saying that? No, because the thing is, there are some grassroots NDC members who are looking for opportunity like this. They are not getting. In fact, they wish that politicians would dash them money, but they don't have access to them. How for them to know that a certain Agradaa evangelist, Patricia Esedua, aka Mama Pat, at a point was even insulting John Mahama and telling people that if you vote for somebody like John Mahama, you are just wasting your vote and there's no need to vote for him. She has said that. In fact, she even admitted in one of her videos, like the new video that she's putting out, she said that maybe and I say NDC went to me and Gina and could be the Bima near my basa Sanka Sambiama. So she's on record insulting and campaigning against John Mahama.
Oh no.
She's on record.
No.
Yes. So this is bad. I mean, I think some people are coming from that angle. I've even seen this guy appear at stadium, also in a video talking about the fact that after Agradaa insulting John Mahama and again campaigning against Mahama, why would anybody, especially an appointee of John Mahama, will give money to Agradaa? And looking good. In fact, Apia Stadium was, begging or apologizing on behalf of Sammy Gyamfi.
Okay.
Yes, but he says, Agradaa, any issue here. They said in her case, in his submission, he was rather saying that the thing is spiritual. According to him, Agradaa a spiritual person or a very cunning, so people should be careful because there's a spiritual angle to the whole thing, according to Apia Stadium. And you know, no matter the angle that you look at it, the idea that you will give money in public like that, like you were saying, for it to look like, is it really your own money or public office money that you are sharing like that? You got to decide or to determine whether it is your own money or public money. So it will be best for you not to even do that thing.
Okay.
Do it in private. Like give whatever you want to give to anybody in private. Because if you do it in public, we will have issues of whether it is your money or it is office money, like public office money that you are sharing to people like that.
Okay.
It is difficult to decide. So it's better you do it in private or don't show it in camera. That will not help in any way.
Do you think this would have any impact on the grassroots? Any consequence on the grassroots? Are many likely to be pained or hurt by this act that they have seen? Because I read something from someone who said, oh, not long ago, he went to Sammy Gyamfi as a party member to ask of 1,000 Ghana cedis to support his education. Sammy Gyamfi told him that I have not even received my salary, I have not been paid, so I cannot give you 1,000 cedis. Only for them to see you giving this amount of dollars to someone who did not even contribute to where you are now. Do you think this is likely to cause some pain or hurt among the party folks?
Definitely. In fact, I've seen not less than 2 videos now coming from non NDC supporters, very angry, and both of them, the video that I've seen, the one guy was saying that in fact, already this amid attempts and after that, Obe campaigning so against Sammy Gyamfi. And because ono wa bre party ni wama ye de na ko jail aba every party no o pesika atobando aye videos ama NDC kwa na obre enti Sammy Gyamfi emma NDC bloggers, I'm quoting him, NDC bloggers sikama omu tobando kwa en support party no na odizika koma Agradaa ono group kwa no na all the good party no employing phobia them or campaigning against them. So that guy was very angry. And then again, I saw another video, and that guy too, he was saying that he will also push for them to sack Sammy Gyamfi. And again, if they don't do anything about what is happening now, he will campaign against NDC. So obviously, there are some people who are not happy with what is happening, and Sammy Gyamfi is in trouble, even in that direction. And again, there's people that we all know in politics, even within the NDC folks. There are people who are eyeing his position. So when something like this happens, why not? They will use it against you. So I'm sure that now there will be people, even internal people, who will encourage some foot soldiers or NDC supporters to power pressure on John Mahama to even sack Sammy Gyamfi, so that they will also get chance to occupy that position that Sammy Gyamfi is enjoying now.
I see. But what is your general view about the fact that a politician was invited to a church? And we all know when these people invite these politicians to their funerals, churches, events, special programs, we all know one thing: they expect something from them. What is your general view of that act and the fact that it has been captured on tape or captured on camera?
Since we are doing politics, since we have decided to go this way, the democracy, the politics of trying to convince people that you are the best, you can do better for them, I don't think this thing will stop. Because it's a way of inducing the supporters or the people to vote for them so that they will capture power. And when they capture power, they are not really going to serve you like that. I mean, we know this, there's that a group of they will come and tell us that they are in the office to serve us. Or serve when they are in the office to do good for themselves, and hopefully whatever they do, the consequences will get to us so that we will also benefit. I think that's how we should put it.
Okay.
Because people will not struggle, people will not sacrifice so much just to occupy position to serve you. It doesn't work anywhere. There's no common sense in that. I want to serve you, but I will do whatever it takes. In fact, I will waste my money. I will risk my position or opportunities available to me just that I will serve you. I mean, it's not logic, defeating common sense. So for me, they will do whatever it takes to get the position. So when they are invited to a gathering like that, they have to show that they care for the people. And what is a better way to care for the people than dashing them money at the time that you are there? So for me, I think it will not stop. It's not a good thing, but it will not stop because that is the trade or the trick to get people on your side, especially in Ghana politics. So it will not stop. It will not stop in any way, and until we get people who will say that, okay, I want to change the way that we do things. I will not give you money. I will rather talk to you, convince you that I am the best person, and then they will demonstrate after getting the power that they are doing good for the people. This thing will continue. Some people will just pay their way through. There's no way that they are going to stop. And hopefully, you will get some people who will be upright in terms of doing the right thing instead of using money to induce people to support them or vote for them.
I see. Would you condemn? Would you, as in Chemo, as an observer, not a party member, not a politician, would you condemn Sammy Gyamfi with his act?
Yeah, of course, I will do that, and the reason is, when you do something like that, as I said earlier, it is difficult for us to decide whether it is public funds or your private money. Obviously, you will come out and say it's your private money. It's the money that you have earned based on whatever that you are doing. Fine. But the thing is that we can't decide. So we don't have to see this. That's the thing. We don't have to see. So based on that, I would not say that this is something that any politician or public office holder should do or even attempt it. Don't even think about it. You know that you give money. I mean, there's a video circulating Baumia also dashing money like that. But in his case, he was just putting it on the ground. It was more like a ritual kind of thing. He went somewhere, like you were saying. There was a gathering that he was invited to, and then he went there. I mean, that time they were, campaigning. So he will obviously make an appearance. And there was, at a point, they brought him some money, and then he put some on the ground for whatever ritual or whatever they were doing at that time. And in fact, when we look closely at it, you can see that as a $1. So
about $40. Hey!
I tell you, and the sad part is that, you see, when public figures like that, especially politicians, are using dollars instead of cedis, it is also not good for the stability of the.
Someone has mentioned that.
Yes, because you are telling ordinary people that it's better to hold dollar than to hold cedis. That you, politician, you are working so hard so that it will appreciate against the dollar for us to get a good currency, but you are rather keeping dollars. And then you see, people are connecting or comparing it to what happened in the case of Mama Pat. You see, the same thing is happening here. There's a trend. Politicians, they really love dollars, but they will come out and say otherwise.
And you know, interestingly, the way he picked the money from the car, that's because, hey, so you have all this amount sitting in your car just like that?
Yeah. Can you imagine a politician, and it's not any money but dollars that you want in the system so that we can stabilize the economy. You are putting a whole lot in your car and dashing it to people like that. So how much do you have that you can just easily give dollars like you give to Mama Pat or Sisi Agradaa, as we call her? So for me, I think it is just because of that, it is not good. Just that I'm also not happy about the way that they are pushing it to the point that he can be sacked. Because I've also chance on a news article coming from TV3 saying that he has been called by the chief of staff. He was Deborah. Yeah. he has been called by chief of staff to answer or explain what really happened in that video. I know
Right.
it's for the optics. I mean, I know it's the political angle of it. I mean, they are trying to show concern that whatever that you do as a public office holder, they will hold you accountable. It
Yeah.
sounds nice. It looks nice. But for me, I think they shouldn't push it to the point that he can be sacked. I mean, this shouldn't be a sackable offense, but I'll not be surprised if they do that just because of political angle in the whole thing.
I see. Now, he has apologized. And in his apology, he talked about the fact that, oh, this is something that he's been doing. He's been helping people who are needy. In fact, that is what is even making some people angry, like people who are needy. You put Agradaa in the bracket of helping someone who is needy. According to Sammy Gyamfi's apology, this is someone who is needy that he was helping him. And now that he's apologized, how are we going to end the conversation? Because apologizing in a way can also softly mean that okay, you have admitted you did something wrong. Is Agradaa really a needy person? And how do we take the apology? Should we take the apology in good faith and just move on?
The only good part about that thing that he did is the idea that he apologized. But his explanation for me was bogus. There was no need for that. I mean, on that, I reference it. You agree? I say, I mean, yeah. Well, this one will fit perfectly. And coming in, I would just say that I'm sorry for the reckless act that I did. I mean, there's no need for me to show something like this. It's unfortunate that it happened because you were trying to do it in private and somebody captured it outside.
Yeah.
It should be as simple as that. But if you try to explain why you gave that money and the purpose of giving it and a whole lot, like because again, how can you put Agradaa in the position of being a needy person? Agradaa will just cut to say wow, but in your case, she feels that you can do better than her. Anything over Joe did. Because Agradaa, even in her church, she's been giving money, dashing money like that. And now you are calling her needy. What do you mean by she's needy? I mean, it's not good for him to talk. Yeah. It's not good for him to talk so much. But the good idea is that he has admitted that he did something wrong and he has apologized for that. I think it's good. It's good.
See, will this deter other politicians from doing same in the future?
Oh, they will just change the way that they do it. But them stopping, yeah, of course, they will change it. And sadly or unfortunately, we are all suffering from optimism bias. I mean, yeah, for us, when we do it, we think that nobody will take us serious. Nobody will take it to the extent that they are doing to Sammy Gyamfi. So obviously, others will also do it, but they will be careful doing it. And one day, I mean, they will not stop because it's the means and the ways of getting a lot of people on your side. When you consider the kind of politics that we do here, that is it. I mean, we know people who are just supporters of political party leaders and they are also living good. We have examples. There are people supporting political leaders and they are living good. How do they make their money? They make their money by supporting public figures who are in powerful positions. Obviously, they dash them money. They give them dollars. Now that we know that they are very good at sharing dollars. Obviously, some people are getting dollars. So this one is just unfortunate that Sammy Gyamfi's case. And again, I think it's because of Agradaa. Agradaa, she's a controversial figure. So if something like this happens and she's involved, it will also spark some form of, outreach. Because some people don't like her. And based on that, they will even take an issue with this just because of Agradaa. just because of Agradaa. Some people will take issue with it. Not really about what Sammy Gyamfi did. For me, as I said earlier, it's not good because we cannot determine whether it is your private money or public office money. So just don't do it. Just for us not to decide where we will position it. I mean, even this guy, Reverend Opambo.
Yeah.
Opambo also had Nanuatu. Opambo and Sema all can say as the time that Sammy Gyamfi was in opposition, he didn't hear or see Sammy Gyamfi sharing any dollars. He's only sharing dollars after being in a position like this, after being appointed by JM.
And there's just 5 months. Oh.
Yes, and for him is Abansika. What to mean justify in any way say Abansika. Other than Obechesika, time and now opposition, one champion who's the Uches Canada. But Obey at this position and our Cheska. So somebody like Opambo, he has decided already. He's saying that Abansika. And there are people who will think like that. So why do you even put yourself in the position that people will just take it, say, Abansika, when they don't even know where exactly to position what is happening? They will crucify you for it, for sure.
Now, Chemo, let me ask you this final question. Is this an early sign of corruption rot in the NDC government? Is this going to pin or point an early sign of corruption in the NDC government?
You see, I think they have done so much to get themselves away from that narrative when people are labeling politicians in general as corrupt. I think John Mahama has done so much to get himself away from that thing, but it is difficult, and some of these things will even make it more difficult for Mahama to achieve that purpose. So that's where the unfortunate incident here, in terms of how should they act? How should Mahama especially act so that he can still do that corruption fight? Should he sack Sammy Gyamfi for people to know that he's serious about it, or they should rather say whatever and then let it go? It is really difficult at this point for Mahama, because he has to decide. And again, the political angle is also so strong that it is very difficult to ignore. Because even within your own party, people are not happy and they are talking. Including high figures in the party, like high personalities, people that are at a point part of the decision makers in the party. Somebody like Ras Mubarak, he has also weighed in on this. And according to him, apart from the fact that it is not even good for him to do that kind of act, even he's suggesting that he should go to Agradaa and take tax gift. Tax from the gift that he has received. Yeah, so people like Ras Mubarak and others, they also have a point there. You see, they are saying that it is not something that we should encourage as a public office holder. So within the party, something is happening, and again, MPP obviously will not let this slip. They will push, they will do whatever it takes just to paint you that the corruption thing is still there. So this one, I would say that Mahama is in trouble. Let's see how he's going to act about what is happening now. But for me, he's in trouble.
I see. Now, Chemo, people are saying sometimes these young people in politics, these are some of the errors they create that the big boys would not create. They will say, you wouldn't see an Osafo Mafo making this error. You wouldn't see a General Ntetia, as in Mosquito, General Mosquito, making such errors. Asie Dunketia making such errors. You only see this among these young politicians because they are always with this youthful exuberance. Because because this one, the big ones could have said, oh, come to my office after the invitation. Why my back best all right. At the office, and then a pay envelope be my office. Camera They are blaming these young politicians for some of these errors. Comment on the young politicians in the next 60 seconds and let's run away. Our time is up.
Yeah. So what you are saying is true. It's all about experience. I think the young politicians they come with so much energy, but they don't have a way of controlling that energy, and sometimes they will make a wrong move. And this is a typical example of it. I mean, he was in his car. He could have even said that I will stay in the car, give the money to an aide. So the aide will rather hand the money to you, not him doing it directly. After talking to you, or I'll bet you I catch you say, oh, my aide will look for you and do whatever is necessary. In fact, I've taken money from some politicians before because they came to our place. We did something for them and they wanted to appreciate that. You do car nima or sheka nimuna or wama wacho rem na waje. They don't let you, well, like they don't do it openly like that. So for me, it's inexperience, and I think he should learn from it, because when you do it publicly like that, obviously there will be consequences.
All right, thank you so much, Chamo. We are waiting for you in the studio to do other things as well. And to you guys out there, thank you so much. This has been Pop and Politics, a newly created segment right here on Sammy Flex TV. We want you guys to know we follow every little detail in Ghana and even in governance and showbiz as well. So this is just the beginning. Pop and Politics PMP is born. Get ready for some more. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with my team of producers, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga. We shall be meeting again to do it some other time. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Fact check it. Fact check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it. Put sugar level, fact check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.